Alright. Hello everybody, and I hope you have had a great time so far. First and foremost, I am really happy to have you all here, and thank you very much for giving me a chance of speaking right here. As you better know, it's been decades and ages that Afghanistan, our country, has suffered from heinous adversities ranging from economic crisis into plunging into educational and social chaos. However, no considerable actions have been taken so far to get rid of the situation once and for all. The reason why our country hasn't been able to get rid of out of this situation over the decades is that our leaders in top level and people in general either haven't got to know the primary and the most indispensable reasons of Afghanistan's backwardness, or they have stuck to some of the secondary or insignificant reasons of prosperity and development. Therefore, my speech today is going to be dedicated to elaborating on some of the most indispensable and primary reasons for how to get rid of this situation once and for all. Before talking about and elaborating what the actual causes of these adversities are, I feel like bringing you some examples and some of the thoughts that people in general say and think about this. When you ask people in general that what are the causes of Afghanistan's backwardness, they might say that Afghanistan is backward because its people are unemployed. They don't get good jobs and the economy of people are in a detrimental situation. Or they might say that Afghanistan is backward because people are not educated enough. The educational system ain't good enough. Or they might say that it's because of the prejudice, the bigotry, the discrimination, and the other selfishness that people have from among themselves. But these are not actually the primary causes or the reasons that Afghanistan is backward for. What really considers as the primary causes for the adversity is that this is actually analyzed based on people's point of view and based on people's knowledge and their experiences. Now, if before elaborating that, I would like to give you a few more examples to shed some light on the primary causes. If people are asked about the economic backwardness of Afghanistan, they might say that Afghanistan is backward. Engineers might specially and specifically and particularly might say that Afghanistan is backward because it doesn't have very standard factories to manufacture all the necessity goods inside the country, or it's because that Afghanistan doesn't have sustainable energy or enough water or sufficient water to produce electricity and to build the asphalted roads over the country. If you ask the same question from some of the physicians or the scholars or some of those scientists, they might say that Afghanistan lacks actually some scientific research centers where scholars could go there and conduct some researches, and where the research centers are equipped and mobilized with great laboratories and enough adequate research tools for doing so. If you ask the same question from veterinarians, they might answer the question from their own perspective. They might say that Afghanistan is backward mainly because there are not enough animal clinics out on the outskirts or in the villages, and there are not enough food or drugs for the animals. And likewise, if you ask agriculturalists, they might say that Afghanistan is actually in such kind of adversities and chaos because we don't have enough greenhouses, or maybe we don't got good enough refrigerators or freezers to take care of our agricultural products or to export them out of the country. But as I said before, these are all of secondary importance, and they don't actually determine the primary causes of a country's prosperity and development. What really determines a country's backwardness or prosperity is encapsulated into three most important and indispensable factors. That is, number one, the leadership, actually the sound leadership. And number two, what determines a country's prosperity is on the second level, what really determines a country's prosperity is the independence or the freedom. And on third level, it is actually the economic resources. So if obviously economic resources are obvious to everybody, and they know what economic resources are. They are consisted of land, labor, capital, management, and technology. From human and natural resources are very indispensable. They're exceedingly important because they play a very vital role in a country's development. Now, the role of a sound leadership in a country is that they use and utilize, in other words, sound leadership or the leaders employ these natural and human resources in a way that is more effective and more efficient for a country. So, having stated that, we have to comprehend and understand that what are the primary causes of Afghanistan's backwardness. The very first thing that refers to Afghanistan's backwardness is our leaders. That is, the more our leaders are competent, they're committed, workaholic, honest, compassionate, the easier and quicker Afghanistan can prosper and can get rid of this situation. They're held accountable on the first stage, mainly because leaders have everything they need and they require everything they have in their disposal. So bringing changes and altering the situation at that level is very easy for the leaders. But they cannot do this as long as they're dependent. So the second state, or the second thing that is actually very important in a country's improvement and development is freedom, or the interference of superpowers. So as long as a country is deprived of other countries' dependence, is actually going to prosper. On the third level that determines a country's backwardness is the silence of some of these scholars or educated people. That is because they know the truth, but they don't tell the truth. And that's why people are following them. Whatever they say or whatever they do, they're being followed. So on the fourth level, the responsibility refers to the nation, the common people. That's because people are not learning lessons from the past. And they're actually happy with the situation they are in. So, in a nutshell, if I want to tell you that what are the causes of Afghanistan's backwardness, is first and foremost refer to the leadership of the country, or Afghanistan's leadership. So, if you want to get the country out of this chaotic situation, we need to actually work and choose our leaders that are more committed, competent, workaholic, at the same time honest and compassionate. Thank you very much.